So there's this record right here that I want to go over this. I actually had so much fun sampling this and just recreating my own version. This original song that I sample is called Forever by Rome. I'll leave a link down in the description of this video so you can listen to the full track. Now, this record just came out. I think it was yesterday, but it just has the elements, the sound quality, the texture, and not only that, but just the soul put into this performance. I usually say, oh, I like sampling from the 70s and the 60s. As soon as the 80s and 90s come in, it gets digital and everything so bright and clear. I just don't like sampling that. But this record right here is not trendy. It just has a lot of soul in it. So I want to go through and just show how I put everything into my pads or my programs. Now, in a track like this, I already knew. I'm actually going to play a little bit of the original song right here so you can listen to it.
Oh, you river. But in this case, baby, it seems so long.
So there's so many pockets right here. You don't need a full bar. All you need is a second or a millisecond to pick and choose from that. So the way I sample this, I actually went into my sampler and I just sample into pad tap. Pad tap is just a simple way to sample straight into the current program that you're on. So I just listened to this record.
Big beautiful eyes looking into mine. I wanna hold.
That's the way I will chop this record up. As you could hear, this is what I have right here.
Love you ever. I want love.
It's easy for me to stay on beat with the drums that I'm going to put on top, and it's easy for me to flip it.
Love,
Another thing is I obviously pitch this down -2 semitones when I go into my program editor. The reason why I do this is because I like to give it a darker feel and I like to change it up a little bit so it's not exactly the same way I sampled it into my MPC. This is the really cool thing about this record. There's so many different ways that I could create sequences. There's so many empty spaces in between the next beat that comes in as he's singing. He leaves air in between, and that air in between one bar and the second bar, as a matter of fact, let's listen to a little bit. Like, what I mean by air is like there's a gap where he's not singing, and then the next beat comes in, and then his voice comes in. So those pockets right there of empty, just pure instrumentation, those are the ones that I want to look for, and those are the ones that I want to work with because I don't want his voice to crash as much. So I found actually some right here in Bank B. Like that alone right there, just that one bar, that's something that I can play with, but I don't want to just repeat that over and over. I got to keep looking. Let's go to Bank C.
Rest of us.
Just that pad alone. I like the horns that come in. Like, that's so nice.
Your side. Your side. Come on, come on.
I don't know if I'm the only one that hears this, but I'm sure there's somebody else out there that knows, like, oh man, that's something to work with. That's not even a second. You will listen to that and be like, oh, I didn't hear anything right there, but I hear a lot right there. Okay, so once I find that, man, I got chills right now. I love doing this. When I find something and I lock into it, right now I'm going to go into an empty sequence, and I want to record that right away. This is where I really start to get creative and pick and choose different seconds or different beats from different sections of the record. Go to your main page right here, and I'm gonna it's just a 2-bar loop right now. I'm gonna go to this little pencil icon, and I'm gonna double length the sequence. So double length the sequence just copies those 2 bars and it duplicates it into 4 bars. So now we got 4 bars to play with. In this point, I like to go into my grid editor. Once I'm in my grid editor, it's kind of like if I'm in Ableton or Pro Tools or into my DAW, because I can see everything, my whole performance right here, and I can work on specific sections right here. Now, because I know this record has a lot of space, there's a lot of pockets, I could dig through different banks. Since I'm sampling in from bank A, B, C, D, there's a lot for me to play with. It's like a puzzle, and the way I match the pieces to the puzzle, that's personal. I might hear something you don't hear. Right here, I'm bank B. I like that. I can actually even loop this section. I can work on this section a little better. And get the selector, cut that off. Again, just that strum alone, I could probably add that on the 4th bar. And the way I'm looping these sections, I'm going to the 4th Q link, and I'm using these last 2 Q links right here. And you can set a bar selection to loop. And the way I'm deleting certain notes, I'm just, with the selector, I'm selecting that note, shift, and hit cut. And it'll cut off that note. I want to add that strum. Now I want to listen to other sections. Again, I'm going to go to bar 3, just loop bar 3. Grab that. Grab this one, cut that, and let's keep looking for different pieces. You could even put this one right here, boom, and just start moving fast. Oh, let's loop that section right there, boom. Have fun with this. You know, this is not about following a rule, or there's no guideline to this method. Now, I would say this, and I'm the first one to say it. When I'm in the zone, like right now, I'm locked in. I'm filming a video, but I'm not being technical with the cameras, but I'm still being creative because I got this energy in me, and I'm in my flow. And when you're in that state of mind, letting go everything you know, rules or guidelines, whatever that means, and just let your creative flow move. I mean, I'm filming this video, but if I had the cameras off, I think like this is my instrument. This is how I move fast. Cut, try different pads, cut, undo, redo, try different sequences. It's a big puzzle right now, and it's okay to be a mess right now, because at the end, once I'm done, I grab all these sequences and I take a break, and when I come back in, I'll listen to which one out of all of these makes sense, or which one actually sounds good, because some of these sequences are going to sound ridiculous, and I'm like, you know what, that does not work. But all it takes is 1 or 2 sequences that I click with and I can play with back and forth. I wanted to keep the drums simple, nothing too crazy. I didn't want to take away from the sample, because the the record alone has so much soul within it that I didn't want to just put a boom boom bap beat on top of it and just ruin it. So with the drums, I actually just wanted to keep it very simple with a kick and a soft rim shot. Yeah, so it's just I have the kick and then a ride, and then this snare roll every now and then that I'll throw in there, and then all right. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right here. Now, I'm truly grateful to been able to get this record and put my own twist to it. It truly is an honor, and I'm not surprised on how good it sounds, because if you listen to his music, you'll notice that he's not just an amazing singer, but is somebody that has passion behind his performance. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Hope you took a thing or two out of this. I know I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch y'all on our next video. Peace.